Hello, Moon Magic Super Souls. Welcome to your new moon readings. And today we are asking, what huge glow up is this new moon bringing for you? New moons bring about new beginnings. And I have all the cards drawn already. This was not my intent. I started to record and then the video went completely peculiar and everything got really blurry. And in the end I thought, right, okay, fine. I'm just going to sort of reset. But here we are, and here are the cards that I had already drawn for you. I'm pretty certain that is focusing. I hope so. Anyway, I'm now going to draw the runes and the charms. Beautiful souls, welcome. Welcome all of you. I feel like this is just indicative of the kind of energy that's around. We are experiencing, at the time of doing these readings, a lot of intensity. Astrologically, it's pretty full on, actually. And many of you may be feeling it. Now, even though this is a new moon reading, it's still a timeless reading. Do you know, any pick a card reading is timeless. If you find yourself really drawn to it, then there'll be a message there for you. And so doing these readings, it's quite interesting. I think whenever you come to them, if you come to them now as I'm posting them, or you come to them, you know, in a year's time or 6 months' time or whenever, it's quite likely that there is some intensity around you, because that's the energy that we're doing these in. So we have our first three beautiful cards, which I'm going to hold up and show to you, and we're going to draw a rune and a charm for each as well. So pile one, you have Blood Angel. This is pile one. Powerful cards. These are roomy cards, so if anybody is interested, I'll put the link to them below. Pile two, you have the Angel Rasbar. This is for pile two. And for pile three, you have Passion for Purpose. This is for pile three. Excuse the little bits of sage. I keep sage. I keep my cards in with beautiful natural sage, but sometimes they kind of bits of it attached to the cards. But still, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're going to have anything sticking to your cards, then sage is a great thing to have. Okay, just going to put these counters out, because we'll put the charms on these, and let's draw them. Charms and runes. So for pile one, your charm is a rabbit. It's a little rabbit. Can we see that? Just a little rabbit's head. Okay, so that is for pile one. Ooh. Okay, bear with me while I find that rune. I imagine you will have heard that fly out onto the floor. You have the rune of Anzus. This is the rune of signs and signals. Okay, pile two. You have a butterfly. Beautiful charm. And your rune, you have the rune of Gibo. This is gift or partnership. Okay. And for pile three, we have the rune of Suelo. This is the rune of wholeness. Okay. And your charm is a turtle. Okay, really, really interesting energy. It's very sparkly, actually. I started and I thought, wow, is this going to be very intense? Because the energy is very intense. But it's also very sparkly. It's got a very electric, tingly kind of feel to it. I don't know what you guys are feeling as I'm drawing these runes and charms and how the cards are really speaking to you. So beautiful souls, this is the time when I'm just going to leave the camera running. I'll just make sure it is actually focusing for you. I'm going to leave the camera running and just for a few moments longer in case you need a little bit more time. and we will move into the readings. The timestamps are in the description box below. I'm also putting them in the in a comment as well, and also I'll list all the cards that I'm using, and if anything comes up in the reading that is relevant with links and things, I'll put those in as well. So wow, let's get to it. Trust your intuition, listen to whichever card or cards are speaking to you, or runes or charms, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. And if you're drawn to more than one, it may be that there is more than one message for you. Pile 1, welcome to your readings. What huge glow up is this new moon bringing you, or the energy at the time that you find this reading? I just want to say the hugest of the huge, because that's exactly what this card is about. Blood Angel, card number 7. It literally is about about a glow up. It's about you being given more. It's like being given the gift of more life, of more everything. It does suggest you have to release as well, but it's really interesting. It doesn't even talk about balance. It kind of says whatever you release, you know, it's going to come, you're going to get, not just to say it's, I don't know, let's say you have one pot of something that you released, you're going to get 7 or 20 or 100 pots back. It's not about letting go of something so something just new can come in, or making space. It does always signify release, but it's way more than that. It's release and receiving, like a flood of, gosh, of life, everything. I'm just going to dive straight in and draw some tarot cards for you. What are we being shown for pile 1? What is this glow up about? Well, how's it arriving? Do you know, I feel like I've got this flood of questions. It's like, what is this glow up? How is it arriving? What do you have to release? What can you do? How do you do it? I feel like I'm sitting on the edge of my chair on behalf of you. So that looks right. That feels right. Let's look at your tarot cards, or look at these tarot cards for you. So you have the 5 of Cups moving straight to the 6. Okay. Then you have the Knight of Swords. And then you have the Magician. Okay. Okay, you've got Temperance. How interesting, you've then got the 4 of Cups coming in as well. Let's move these over here. I want to get everything in. I think we can do that quite easily. Yeah, excellent. I want to draw a card from Archangel Michael as well. 2 cards from Archangel Michael. Okay. Which we have: prioritize self-care and embrace this magical moment. This is all about being in exactly the right place and the right time to manifest things. What else do we see here? I am seeing this one, the Bat and Hellebore. Intuition, and bats of course are about transformation. Let's move these along. This is so very, very, very fascinating. Look at this sort of transition. It's interesting, we've got the 5 and the 6. And the 6 is often a card of nostalgia, looking back. And the 5s are making choices and decisions. It's an interesting card of absence, of reminiscence, of contemplation. And look at the way these moons are here. We've got a whole moon cycle, a moon month, and this is a new moon reading. Temperance, serenity, confidence. Okay, there is something from the past that you are letting go of. And it's something that has affected your motivation. That's what I'm seeing here. So, you know, there is this letting go of something. But it is really interesting because the amount that's coming back through for you. Every new moon marks the beginning of a new moon month. If you're returning to my channel, you'll probably know already that I do a moon month energy update. Every moon month begins with a new moon. And it's like a whole moon month of manifestation. This is a card of manifestation. I think this is like a moon month when you are to be seriously lifted, gifted with life. More for kind of just basically stuff that you need. Prioritizing self-care. This is all about what you need personally. Now, whatever you may be asking for, whatever you feel you need in your world, I kind of feel you're going to be given it. You know, whether it is resources, whether it's health, whether it's, for some of you, it's peace of mind, whether it's confidence, self-esteem. I also kind of feel that because, you know, we have a card of intuition here with the bat. Bats are about transformation. And hellebores are a flower, they're known as the winter rose. They flower in the winter. So it's kind of like, however intense, challenging, I almost want to say anything that is challenging your world is about to receive a glow up. I almost feel like the planets are aligning for you to bring things back into balance. And it's because you're ready. That's also what the Blood Angel card speaks of. It's like you are ready for this. You are ready to expand. You're ready to step up. You are ready to flourish. You're ready to grow, to build, to transform. When this little rabbit came out of the bag, which is interesting because there's a saying, isn't it? When you pull the rabbit out of the bag, it's like magic. It's what magicians do. They pull a rabbit out of the bag. I actually looked at it and I thought, this looks more like a hare because it's kind of quite big, quite confident, and its eyes are wide open. I mean, we have a rabbit charm in my bag that looks like a teensy little rabbit that's just pittering out of its hole, whereas this feels like it's quite a confident, this is quite a confident little face here. I don't know whether the camera can kind of pick up on that, but it feels for me as if there's curiosity, inquisitiveness. It's interesting, you know, we're asking what huge glow up is coming. I just feel like it literally, you are going to be gifted, given a multitude of what you need. I think we should draw more cards and find out more for you. See what else we are shown. But yeah, how is it arriving? Let's ask. Let's get some more details for you. That's, I think, what I would like to do. How is the glow up arriving? I mean, is it just going to filter in? Do you have to let go of something first? How is this arriving? Maybe inquire, please, for pile 1. How is the glow up arriving? Come back to center. Okay, how interesting that this looks like someone sitting in a womb. Look at that. Okay, I think the way this arrives is sort of like your ability to handle yourself here. So, because I think this is a really fast-paced month for you. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. They're both pretty dynamic. It's dynamic energy, dynamic cards. You're ready to expand. You're ready to move forwards. You're ready to manifest. You're ready to change, to transform. I think that because it's going to be a really fast-paced month for you coming ahead, I do think we're talking about a moon month here. Starting, and it's like the trigger point is this new moon. The key for you, aside from just kind of seriously getting on board with this, but which I think you will, because I think you're ready for this. You know you're ready for it. It's like you've been itching and waiting for this to happen. You need to have moments of stillness as well. That's what I feel I'm seeing. You know, it's like a recommendation here. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You have conscious free will and choice. No reading will ever tell you what to do. Come back to center, though. This is what we're being shown here. Bring yourself back to center. Drop into stillness, because I think this is fast-paced, and to handle the glow up, because it's like someone's going to plug you in, really, you know, as you let go of stuff, you know. I also feel a bit like your world is going to be so busy that the letting go is kind of easy. I think if you're really, really active and you're very motivated and you're involved in stuff, and you know, you're out and about doing what you need to do or whatever, because of your focus, I think what happens when we are focused, or certainly I notice it myself, but this is what I'm seeing, because you're very focused, stuff that might normally, I don't know, if it popped into your head it would linger. I don't think you've got time to let it linger. You know, you're focused, you're manifesting, you're busy, it's happening. And so in a way, the past doesn't draw you anymore. I think stuff is just not lingering at all. And I think, you know, there is a peace of mind. Also partly perhaps because you are seeing results. I think when you work hard and you see results, it inspires you to do more. If you're working hard and you're not seeing results, then it doesn't inspire you. You feel like, oh, I've been working so hard and nothing's happening. So this is like it back to this sort of releasing stuff from the past and everything coming in, you know, tenfold, 100-fold. This is, the glow up is big. I mean, look at the light in this card. So this is a time of you receiving. I love this as well, you know, prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. I think this is, again, like the right people coming at the right time. But we do have the card of contemplation. We've got the Four of Cups, which is a card of getting still, and we have come back to center. So amidst the speed of transition that I feel you are going to be involved in, you are really being encouraged to get still and to hold your focus within stillness and meditation, as well as being very active. Really hold your balance here. This is definitely one of the things we're being shown that will be valuable. We kind of have this rune here of signals. I mean, this connects to signs, to synchronicities, again, to stuff I think things are going to fall into place. It may be that you are also, you know, shown signs along the way that you need to see, because we do have intuition here. And it may be, I feel, that perhaps because things are so fast-paced, that you are having to navigate and make some decisions quite quickly. Hence also just dropping into stillness. When we drop into stillness, it doesn't have to be like an hour-long meditation or even a half an hour-long meditation. If you really get practiced at it, you can literally drop into stillness and have like a sort of a 2-minute stillness break. Funnily enough, when I started doing these readings, and maybe that's really relevant now, I hadn't really thought about it at the time beyond the fact that I noticed it. You know, I said at the start that I had started drawing the cards and then the camera kind of all went peculiar, and so I kept the cards because they were clearly the right ones for today's readings. But actually, I kind of just stopped and I did exactly that. I really dropped into stillness. I did, a little bit of a little moment of prayer to just bring myself into being and just settled into a space of calmness, of stillness, because the energy was quite electrifying. You know, as if my camera had even been affected by the buzziness of what was happening. And it is very sparkly, the energy, and yet it's kind of got an intensity as well. May we ask whether there's any indication of how this might arrive. Okay, we've got fine-tune. Okay, that's really interesting. So getting into stillness, intuition. Okay, so in the speed of transitions here, there may be some either adaptability needed or some adjustments that need to be made along the way here. Let's get a bit more information about that. Be a channel. Okay. So we are being shown here, I'm loving the way the colours are coordinating here. We are being shown that the key here is that you're going to be guided. And if you can drop into stillness, I think you'll kind of be shown really what you need to do. And through your own intuition, you're going to know what to do and when to do it. Let's draw from a second tarot pack. And I feel like for you, this feels like almost like a monthly reading. That's not what we were necessarily asking for, but that's what's coming through. So I'm going to ask about this. How might the month flow? Because I do feel we're being shown like a period of a month here. Peace of mind coming through again with temperance. Be balanced, be steady, be centered. Though it's very interesting because this card doesn't speak about balance. It simply says, in fact, quite the opposite. It says whatever you let go of, you're going to get the equivalent and some, really. So let's ask. I mean, having said that, she looks like she's jumping for joy here. I'm getting more of a flavour of peace of mind here. And actually, if things are moving very fast, even if they are moving in the desired direction, it could feel pretty like, like your feet aren't touching the ground. So let's just check in on this and just see, can we have any further guidance and advice for pile 1? Okay, so we have the Judgment card. How interesting, because this feels like it's heralding something, like there's an announcement going on here, like a celebration. And you're standing on a soapbox, like an announcement, a celebration, da-da. Let's check in on this. We have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Magician again. And what do we have? A rabbit. I love it. You couldn't write it, could you? Look at that. With a magical hat of stuff. Right, okay. I feel, interestingly enough, that you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the bag. I think this is going to be, the glow up is so big and so fast paced. You're barely going to be able to breathe. I actually felt like I had to take a big breath then. Honestly, I really did. And I think doors are opening for you. This is like a new beginning because your confidence is growing. You can manifest. This moon is heralding a time of really fast-paced manifestation for you. We've got the Magician twice. You're going to pull the rabbit out of the bag, so to speak. You are going to be the master manifester. And I also think things that you have perhaps been trying to manifest for some time emerge. Because we have the Judgment card here. We've got someone, da-da, making an announcement. So stuff that you've been working on suddenly arrives. I'm seeing you jumping for joy. And also bringing yourself back into stillness. Remaining centered, because then maybe you have to fine-tune kind of almost maybe your schedule, your timetable, because it's going to be so fast-paced. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords as well, I mean, this is your headspace here. Fine-tuning your thoughts. I think that might be what you have to release. That's the fine-tuning. You know when stuff really happens fast and actually, or things start to emerge, you may need to literally fine-tune your thoughts. Because you may find that stuff is happening. I just see stuff happening so quickly for you. So get still. You might also find your mind is racing. I think that's what I'm seeing with the fine-tuning your thoughts as well, hence the drop into stillness. You might find your mind is racing and you're trying to be ahead of yourself. I'm thinking of the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland who was rushing round, always, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late, always in a rush. This rabbit always reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, actually. Always in a hurry. And we've got a teacup here as well. It just also reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. Always in a hurry. I've got to be there. I've got to get that done. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I'm going to be late. Da, 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 da. And I think that's the pace of the energy around you, of the glow up. But my beautiful souls, I'm just going to say, just slow it down. Slow it down. Give yourself some headspace, drop into stillness. And I also want to say enjoy. Rather than trying to keep up with everything, kind of enjoy the glow up, enjoy the moment. I think the fine tuning is almost what you do in response and to this glow up, to what's happening. Not falling back into patterns of feeling like you've got to be ahead of the game all the time. Just letting it emerge. Letting the, I'm going to say the universe, but letting source, spirit, flood your world with light and love and all that you are trying to manifest. And as it floods in, be still enough to receive it. Rather than rushing on to the next thing or trying to make more happen. I think the art of your glow up is to handle the pace of the energy and not fall into patterns where you feel like you have to be on top of everything. It's sort of like learning to trust. You're going to be shown everything you need to see. Just drop into stillness. Let yourself receive. And you'll know exactly what you need to do when you need to do it. With a lot of announcing going on here. Heralding your success. This is quite groovy, really. Really it is. I mean, I can't get over how the Temperance card in this pack is like so... She is so joyous. It says serenity, but I can't. For me, she just looks joyous, as if she literally is sort of elevated by joy, which is what this card is about. I think the glow up truly is amazing. I think some stuff you have been manifesting is about to come forth. I'm going to ask about what you're manifesting and see if we can get any information. It may not be given. I mean, sometimes it's not, but let's try. We'll use some tea leaves. It's a huge pack, so I'm going to, I think, just see what shows through. Okay, well, that came through straight away. Okay, and I'm seeing that one there. Let's see if there's any indication of what you're actually manifesting. We have goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So I guess that's both. We have scissors, disappointment in some affair. I think this is the ending of something that was disappointing. I think it comes to an end. You cut the cords to it. And parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay. Interestingly, that may be the same connection here. Although it may also be, do you know, I actually want to say there's a slight flavour here of what I would almost call, it's kind of what I would call the I told you so energy. And I don't wish to suggest that you go out and do the big on your soapbox, told you so, look at me, I'm doing amazingly kind of stuff. Because actually that's not a healthy, it's not a healthy energy at all. But I do think that maybe, and this is part of the release of the past, actually maybe, I think some of you have had some experiences in the past where maybe someone took something from you, actually. Whether they limited your horizons, whether they blocked you, or, you know, something is coming back into, it's like this is, I think I said earlier, you deserve this. This is the right time for you. You've outgrown something. It's now time for you to be elevated, to have this glow up. I think it does potentially come in a financial way. I think you could be financially better off. And it could also be that it's coming through that you are really working with your spiritual gifts. I actually think, though, that part of this is that, yeah, I think someone has either disappointed you or put you down behind your back with the gossip, and you're elevating. Hence this sort of dunno on your soapbox. Yeah, so it's kind of, I think somehow the glow up and what you actually get from it is related to something that was limited before because somebody cramped your style or limited your horizons. And it's like energetically that's gone, which of course helps you to release that as well. You're not going to cling to any resentment from the past if your world is totally flourishing and everything that you were working for or trying to get or trying to achieve before that kind of got blocked is now coming to you, 100-fold. It's sort of got that slightly karmic kind of flavour. I think that's what I mean by I told you so. Almost like this is the time, this is the payback to you, in the face of something of the past that wasn't so good. And I mean, I think that's really present actually in our first cards, really, when we have, the Five of Cups, absence. But I mean, this can be a card of disappointment. And then you have the Six of Cups, nostalgia, looking back. Okay. Pile one, I just want to say keep us posted. I think that there is something, maybe you lost out financially over something. And something is coming back to you. Yeah, this is that coming back 1,000-fold. So, awesome. Absolutely awesome. It is suggesting this is more to do with, material wealth. Or indeed if someone stifled your spiritual growth or potential. Hence the Judgment as well. Well, this is the point where it all comes right. And that's the glow up that this new moon is bringing for you. Wow. Seriously, wow. Pile one, I'm blown away by your reading. Totally blown away. So much love to you. I mean, really, really, so much love. So sending you the biggest hug ever. Keep us posted in the comments. Thank you for everything that you do to support the channel and me and one another here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Don't forget to press the little bell icon and subscribe if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or indeed anything that I upload, and tons and tons and tons of love. Pile two, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. What huge glow up is, I'm giggling because obviously I've just done pile one. What huge glow up is this new moon bringing for you, or indeed when you come to this reading, what huge glow up is coming your way. I am seeing all of these cards for you. Very interesting that this actually is a card of service. The Angel Rasbar. It says you are ready to step into your calling. Look at this. We have the Empress, rebirth. We have the Ace of Cups, revive. We have the Two of... Oh, look at this. I can't believe this. We've got... Now, this is something else. I mean, I have shuffled these cards really, really well. So I find this quite mind-blowing. We've got the Ace, the 2 and the 3. We then have the 10 and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. I think this is to do with your calling, your purpose, and I think it's in your working world. Though, to be fair, Pentacles, I mean, it tends to suggest your working world. Then again, Ace, 2, 3 of Cups. We've got Cups could suggest relationship. The Empress could suggest motherhood, though it's a card of abundance. Absolutely. Gibo is the rune of partnership, but it is also a gift. The glow up is something to do with your calling, your purpose. And wow, I think it's coming to you big time. There's a real progression coming here. Ace, 2, 3. If you're trying to birth something into the world at this time, my beautiful souls, let me make sure that camera is focused for you. If you are trying to birth something into the world, it's about to emerge. You know, the butterfly is the last stage of the completion of something, of the birthing, of the arrival of something. Something is actually emerging. It's going to birth into the world. It's going to happen. Let's draw on Archangel Michael. Let's ask Archangel Michael for information, guidance, advice. Okay, we have trust your angels and regain your focus. Ah, now this is interesting because this kind of card says that, you know, life is distracting you and getting in the way. This is Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron helping you to kind of get back on track. And this is also a card of trust. Trust your angels, let go of your expectations. Just trust that there is a perfect plan. I kind of think there is a perfect plan actually for you. I really, really do. Let's see what we have here. Seeing these two cards here. Look at this. We have the moth and eucalyptus. Okay, was interesting. We have a butterfly here, and then the hare and oak. Let me just make sure these are all kind of in position for you. Okay, the moth. I'm hearing like a moth to a flame. Eucalyptuses grow very fast. Very, very fast. Now, this card signifies an ending. And this card signifies new opportunities. I suppose when something is born, by default, there is an ending, isn't there? It's like a pregnancy ends, and then the world will never be the same again. You know, regaining your focus. I think the glow up for you is something is arriving here to keep you on track, or to get you back on track with your calling, your purpose, because this is all about service. It's all about contribution. And it really says, you know, if you have any doubts just about your worthiness, or that your contribution will not make a difference, then just let them go. You have a contribution that is absolutely worthy of bringing forth. Completely worthy of bringing forth. Unity with the Two of Cups. It may be that you are bringing unity, you are bringing support. Let's draw some more cards and see if we can find out a little bit more about your calling. What I think the release, the ending, is letting go of any doubt in your calling and your purpose and your contribution, and the fact that you absolutely have something really significant to bring forth. And I think there's been perhaps a lot of expectations around whether this is viable or not, whether it will really happen or not. Well, your reading is saying now is the time, and actually that's what the energy of this new moon in Scorpio is bringing. A new moon is always about a beginning. New opportunities, something is going to arrive to help you to get back on track with your calling, your purpose. Let's draw some more cards and see if we can find out what it is. In fact, I'm going to draw some more oracle cards. May we ask what the opportunity is for pile 2? Can we get specific? So, consciously complete. Okay. Then we get specific about what the opportunity is. And then we have an ending. Be ecstatic. One and this one too, I'm seeing. So we have be magnetized. Ooh, wow. And master the dance. Okay. Okay. Right. Cool. Right. I think the ending is absolutely letting go of anything within you, anything at all within you that says you can't do this. An opportunity is coming for you in some way, shape or form. I think something's going to come along that's going to infuse you with, or like it's going to rubber stamp it, or suddenly make you realise that this is valid. Like you'll be re-energized with this magnetism here. You'll be re-energized to be motivated again, to get back on track, to master the dance. For sure, there's still things to learn. There's still stuff to do. Look how the angel Rasbar is so similar to the energy of this card here, and this sort of energy around her. I think you are going to get an experience that shifts your perspective. It would be like a validation. If you were an artist, let's say, and you are working, you've been working on the most beautiful paintings, but a part of you still never feels like they're ever going to get there, or they'll ever be successful, or it will ever happen. And then suddenly someone purely by chance comes along and catches sight of or sees one of your paintings or sees something that you've done somewhere, and they get in touch and they say, wow, this is just amazing, I love your work, would you like to come and have an exhibition in my gallery, you know? And it's like suddenly all that doubt is gone. It's kind of like, wow, I never saw that coming, but wow, it's like actually now you can get back on track because your service, your contribution is actually to paint these incredible paintings that are going to inspire people, to change people, make people's lives, make people happy. Yes, there'll be still some work to be done. You know, there'll be a lot to learn about putting together a big exhibition, but now you're back on track. Okay, I think with the Trust Your Angels card that this opportunity may come in a way that you weren't expecting it. Okay, so the opportunity might be unexpected. Let's see if we can get a bit more specific in terms of the way the opportunity arrives. So I think we can see that something is coming along. It just validates you, or it honours you, and you think, wow, you know, it's like it lifts you away from what I would call the mundane stuff of every day that has maybe been drawing you away from your purpose, and it regains your purpose. It gives you your purpose back. It ends the stuff that draws you away from what you're meant to be doing, because suddenly you are infused with like this ecstatic magnetic energy, and you are now ready to master the dance. You are ready to move it forwards. Let's see if we can get anything specific about how this arrives, this opportunity. So we have 3 of Swords. Okay. It's a very vibrant 3 of Swords. We have the 8 of Pentacles. She's seeing these 2. About 3, that one as well. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and also, let me move these along so we can get them all in. So how is this opportunity arriving for my pile 2s? Well, there's the opportunity. It's really interesting, this card, because it kind of always looks like, it reminds me, just the way it's drawn, if you know when in like kind of movies and detective series and things, when where there's been a dead body, they kind of outline it. You know, and so it always reminds me, this card, of that. Got the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. Look at this sharpening of the pencil. I think for some of you, out of a conflict, a new opportunity will arise. It may be that out of a conflict, you actually suddenly gain your self-worth, your self-value. Or out of a conflict, you leave something behind, and therefore a new beginning presents itself. I think for some there will be literally an opportunity that connects to like where you can take something that was a hobby and you can turn it into a career. So there'll be an opportunity, like maybe if you were in a choir and then someone comes along and says, you've got an incredible voice, could you come and do some backing singing for me? And you go, oh, I've written some songs actually, and that doorway opens, but you didn't see it coming. So something where a hobby, something you love doing, can suddenly become a career. There's an opportunity being offered to you. Some kind of a conflict could cause an opening for some of you. With the Queen of Cups as well, for some of you, I'm literally seeing catering, and there could be opportunity in provision, and also as in family as well, with the Queen of Cups. Seeing with this beautiful cup of tea being made here. Yeah, so there could be, and also support is coming through here, emotional support. When you sit down, I mean, it's a very English thing, isn't it? Well, in England, we when in doubt, have a cup of tea. At the worst possible times, what do? We make tea. But there's something about being able to, maybe your purpose, your calling is to help people emotionally, to hear them, to be able to sit down with them, to help to press the pause button when the water is running, like these rapids here. And for some of you, I think you may literally be able to, when people's worlds are spinning, you can kind of help to stop, like help them get off the merry-go-round. For some of you, because there's a conflict card here as such, or the ending of something, you could even find that you get made redundant and you step away from the corporate world. Off that sort of hamster wheel and start afresh. For some of you, you could have an incredible idea. And you just know through and through that this is the story to write. This is the book to write. So you sit down, you sharpen your pencil and you get going. Because actually the idea is so amazing that even you can't doubt it. But you're definitely going to get back on track. That's the glow up. And whatever it is that you're getting back on track with, it's an opportunity that comes in. So, as I say, it could be literally out of a conflict. You come out feeling on top of the world because somebody has validated you and you think, do you know what? That's amazing. Or, a hobby becomes a career, catering, support. And, literally something that causes you to get off that merry-go-round, that hamster wheel of life. And for some of you, literally a calling to write. But there'll be an opportunity that arrives that causes you to be able to close something down and end it and set forth. And the progression is stunning, Ace, 2, 3, and then we have the 4 here, 4 of Pentacles, moving then to the 10. So I think you're going to also achieve quickly. If you're having to learn the ropes, you're going to learn them fast. I think this progresses fast, which is one of those incredibly encouraging things, with a glow up, really. It's not just a step up, it's a step up and then you can run with it because you see it emerging. We've got the butterfly. I mean, this is a real gift, an absolute gift. It really, really is, however it arrives. This is the glow up pile too. It actually is to do with your contribution and your calling. And it may come in an unexpected direction or an unexpected route, but I think it's really going to be right for you. I really do. It's amazing. It really is. Pile 2, this is your reading. Do keep us posted. Let us know in the comments how you go. And this is what we're seeing, or this is what I'm seeing emerging. I don't think I'm going to get any more information. I tell you what, I will just draw, actually. I drew them in pile 1. Let's draw some tea leaves just to see if there's any further information about these opportunities. Maybe even the outcome. Perhaps it's more to do with the outcome of this, perhaps. Oop. We have the Star, guaranteed success. We have dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with a dark complexion or dark hair. And I'm seeing this one, Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Very interesting. So for some of you, there may be assistance from someone, although you may, unless you are the dark woman, but somebody with dark hair assisting you, helping you. What is amazing is the guaranteed success. And with the Tortoise, because I'm seeing progression happening quite quickly here, I think you kind of bed into this. There will perhaps still be work to be done, master the dance. But you know what? You're going to get there. And I'm seeing enough progression happen quickly enough, or the resources coming to you fast enough for you to know that this is worthy of proceeding with. And yeah, for sure, still work to be done perhaps, but it's like you know that this is your calling and you're on track and you know it because there is enough evidence to kind of make that real for you. Now this is your reading, pile 2. I am loving the energy of this. I really, really, really am. And at such a time of astrological intensity, I mean, wow, talk about the energy working for you, which is what I keep saying in my readings, you know, don't let the energy use you, use the energy because it is intense. But wow, we seriously can harness that energy and this is phenomenal. It really is. There's just so much happening here. Pile 2, tons of love. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or anything else that I upload. Tons and tons of love. Keep us posted. Thank you for all of you who comment and share and like, and all of you who give back as well through the super thanks in the comments. Tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. This is about finding your passion. Passion for purpose. You have Suelo. This is like a pathway to wholeness. So there's something quite about destiny coming through here. And with the turtle. Very interesting because this is an energy of sometimes of new beginnings. But yeah, this is about finding passion for something. And we are asking what huge glow up is the new moon bringing you, or indeed, you know, what huge glow up is coming to you whenever you come to these readings. Let us find out. What are we shown here? What is going to, I kind of want to say light your fire. That's what's coming through here. What's going to light your fire? What's going to float your boat? May we find out from my pile 3. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles. We have, oh wow, we have Rebirth, the Empress, and we have the Devil. Wow. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Tower. Oh my goodness me. Huge cards. Huge, huge cards. Okay, right. Wow, wow, wow. So, what do we see here? Temptation, change, 10 of Swords. Something's coming to an end, and it's coming to an end fast. That's it, the Tower. This is going to happen. You know, with the Tower, you just know change is coming. That's it, whether you like it or not. And I kind of think you're going to like it, but I do think it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. I really do. Yeah. I really, really do. Let's put these cards down here and find out a little bit more about this for you, pile 3. This glow up, this huge glow up that this new moon is bringing, yeah, I think it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. You are going to be so fired up. It is untrue. This is something that you, I think, have longed for with the Devil, actually. Kind of longed for. Maybe you haven't allowed yourself or really admitted to yourself that you really want this, perhaps. And something comes along and, you know, there's no getting around it now kind of thing. Let's ask Archangel Michael for some guidance. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Okay, this is about having an epiphany. Archangel Uriel is bringing you an epiphany. Archangel Michael is then with you. Even though you can't see it, I'm actively working on this situation. I'm here and helping you. And then open up to your spiritual gifts, and we see the hummingbirds. I mean, this is about love. This is about happiness. Your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul. One more oracle card just for now, and then we'll see what we can see in your story. The lizard and the pitcher plant. How interesting. Because these pitcher plants are like flycatchers, and they wait. And they wait, and they wait, and they wait, and they wait. And then a fly will wander in one day, and they'll kind of snap shut and kind of eat it for breakfast. And lizards lose their tails, don't they? If you pick up a lizard, it will lose its tail, and then it will grow back again, which is remarkable, because not every creature can do that. Not every creature, if it lost its tail, could grow it back again. Something is to be grown back. I think something that you've lost, a wish, a dream, something you longed for is coming back into your world. That's your glow up. The epiphany that comes, this moment. It's arriving. It's coming. I don't think you can stop it. I think it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. For some of you, if you had like a bad ending in a relationship, for example, or you lost somebody, then maybe someone new is coming in. If you were made redundant and you've struggled with money, or you've longed even to come out of the corporate world and work, follow a purpose or a calling or something that you could feel passionate about rather than doing the day job. Something is coming to an end here. It's actually bringing you the thing that you passionately desire. It really is. Something that you had almost lost sight of. And for some of you, you literally may at one time have thought you had it and then you lost it. And it's growing back. It's an opportunity for something to grow back, to have something. But wow, it's coming. That's what's happening. It's coming. I think this is so interesting as well. Look at this. Look at the moons. She says, look at this. I'm sure you are looking at it. Okay. I'm just getting mega excited. I'm just seeing with the devil here this crescent moon and a crescent moon on the tower. Now, the crescent moon is the moon phase that comes after the new moon, and we're doing these readings on the new moon. And so I feel quite soon, actually, probably quite soon, this is going to emerge. Something quite big is coming. Let's see if we can get a bit more information about this. Something is literally about to happen. And it really is transforming something. I think you could, because I think it's taking you away from your comfort zone. It could be the job offer that takes you somewhere and you really, really longed for it. It's the dream job. But do you know what? You're going to have to kind of cut cords and take a risk almost. It's got this sort of flavour of, wow, do I dare to take it? Do I dare to trust that it could be real? That's also there. Okay, be magnetised. This is allow yourself to have it. Allow yourself to have this. Why wouldn't you? Master the Dance. These came out. Both of these cards came out. I think it was in pile 2. If you were drawn to pile 2, there may be a message there for you, because these were definitely drawn. Both of these cards, I'm sure. Consciously complete. This came out. I can't remember whether this was actually pile 1 or pile 2. Wow. Oh well, if you were drawn to any of the other readings, check them out. Okay. This is like giving you permission. Giving you permission to do it, to go for it, to have it. These pentacles, I really get this feeling of actually having something in real terms that makes you feel passionate. Makes you feel, I mean, I do feel this is something you really want. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. I think whatever is coming in to light your fire, I do think it takes you out of your comfort zone. For some of you, it could feel like you're leaving behind a space of security. You know, like a steady job, or I'm not that, you know, we're not here to suggest you do or don't do anything, but or maybe even it is just stepping out of your comfort zone. But there is something that you're letting go of that you could cling to because it feels safe and secure, rather than getting out into the world, rather than having it. It does feel very much about like launching yourself into something and sort of knowing that you can make this work. What it completes is some kind of a cycle of lack as well. Whether it's going without, well, I say going without, I was about to say going without passion, aliveness. It's trying to find the right words for this. It completes a period of time when, like, something has been missing. That's what it feels like. Something has been missing that is about to grow into your life. Like waiting patiently for this. I think something that has felt stuck is about to shift and move forwards. This is a card of stagnation. You kind of got to wait. But the Tower is radical change. Let's think about what we want to ask for you. Maybe ask some very specific questions about what can pile 3. Let's ask about the Tower card. You know, what's the Tower card? What is this radical something that happens that brings about the change? So we have the Magician. We have the Death card. We have, some of these cards have come out in some of the other readings. This is really interesting. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. This is something that you can make grow. Actually, I really think this is something you've been manifesting or trying to manifest for a while. The Death card is a card of rebirth. Yeah, consciously complete. If for any of you this does connect to something that you've really wanted, I mean, I basically think there's something that you have really wanted that maybe you had lost sight of or begun to feel like you could never have it. Like a broken heart with the 3 of Swords. The ending of something that went horribly wrong, or just didn't work out as you wanted, or it's time to consciously complete this phase. With the Queen of Cups, I think this is going to feel really emotionally fulfilling. Something in your world, whether it's a period of time, or a period of waiting, or a period of grieving, or a period of stuckness, something of that nature. It's like it's run its course. The timing has now come for it to be completed. It's time to kind of like get back on the horse, as it were, to be full of passion and to kind of go for it and to start to grow this. Something is coming into your world, and this is the glow up that gives you the opportunity to do this, because the Tower is change that will happen whether you like it or not. The change is coming, and the change is coming because there's an offer coming in. The Knight of Pentacles here is bringing something in. May we ask what this offer is? Can we get any idea what this offer is that creates the glow up, that creates the situation where there's something that you can then grow. So we have bowl, plenty of material things. So for some of you, this is to do with money. It's to do with finances, a period of lack coming to an end in some way, shape or form. Dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. For some of you, this could connect to relationship, whether this is a business partnership or a love interest. But we have dealings with a man with dark complexion. So I do think with plenty of material things, for some of you, this is the end of a period of lack. It's come to its completion. It's like you've got the seeds. You can now grow something. Something is manifesting here with the Magician. And let's see, we have a teacup here that's kind of upside down, but here the teacup is full. And here we have a greenhouse, which is full of blooms and things that are growing. So something that has felt stuck could be connected to relationships, could be connected to money. But it's coming to an end. Crib. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Okay, it's a really interesting card again. If any of you have been trying to conceive, this could be that life-changing moment. If we had the Empress, if in fact any of you are expecting a child, then actually the arrival of that child is the glow up, because your world will never be the same again. But it's you are now in a position to grow in a different way, and the passion and the love that you are going to feel for that child will surpass anything that you have ever experienced before, which of course happens. It is also, we have here, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So also for some of you, literally there could be an epiphany, an idea comes to you and it's life-changing and you just know you've got to follow it, but it could feel very risky. But the epiphany, the life-changing idea or enterprise is arriving. Secret admirer. For some of you, this genuinely is love. Someone comes forward, there is a secret admirer, this is love. Do you know, whatever makes your heart sing that you have been lacking, pile 3, whatever literally fires you up, makes you feel passionate from the very soul, that is what is arriving for you to create this glow up. It's life-changing, it really is. We get any other information that's coming through here. We have teardrops. Okay, I think this is the end of a period of sorrow. I really do, with this 3 of Swords here. Gong, yeah, an exciting event. This is like that moment of, da, here it is, the manifestation. It's the announcement. And then we have a box. You will receive a gift. Okay, I don't think we need to do any more, pile 3. I think your reading is complete. Yeah. The glow up is coming in the form of a gift, of something or someone that ends a period of something that has been stuck, that you have been trying to manifest. It is something that you passionately desire. And because you have it, you can see it. It's real. I just think it surpasses any kind of former anxieties around it. It's life-changing. I said for some it's money, for some it's love, for some it's the arrival of something, for some it's the epiphany, for some it's the end of a period of mourning. But wow, new arrivals, wow. Pile 3, whatever the arrival is, this is what the new moon is heralding. It's bringing you something that ends a period of stagnation, stuckness, lack. And I just think it's loaded with passion and with love. And that is just beautiful. Pile 3, this is your reading. I'm thrilled for you. Keep us posted. Let us know how things evolve in the comments. Tons of love. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. And if you want to make sure you never miss a reading, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, hopefully you'll know as soon as I upload anything. And I'm just sending you so much love. Yeah, just keep us posted. It would be lovely to hear how things are going for you all.